campaigners for the Eagles as Cousins goes over with the kick and Wellman marks.
Looks to the middle. Bolton on the lead. Juggles the mark. Well done. Plays on. Wheels around 65 metres out. Lucas.
He's back in the side, being picked up today by Darren Glass. He will continue to present at the footy, Scott Lucas.
Opens up nicely for a left footer. Distance, no problem. Jags at Goldwood. Puts it through. Bombers lead. Kicks it inside the 50. Lucas storming up the ground. Lays it off. Jason Johnson spots a man moving towards space. Cupido knocked away by Hunter. With his back to go, this is Hill. He's taken it a long way. Sleight of hand, if you don't mind. McPhee hand passes inside the 50. Rioli, another opportunity. Fed it back. This is Bullen. Miscues with the kick. It bounces. Goal. It may have gone through for a goal. The mistake of the season.
It's a good player, Mark Bullen. He was very impressive here at Friday Night Footy a couple of weeks ago. It might have been last week, in fact. He is a latecomer to AFL footy. He's got the job on Ben Cousins, and as Dennis rightly called, it wasn't a great play. Lovely little nudge there from Ted Richards. It just allowed the Essendon player to come through, and that is not the prettiest of kicks, but it is worth no less than 6 points.
Wellman, a real pro to Bolton. Looks to the middle. That's a better kick. Rioli.
And getting away from Daniel Kerr, Rioli's had too much of the footy for John Worsfold's liking.
Low trajectory kick. Cupido gathered it brilliantly. Jason Johnson. How will this go? It didn't bounce because Lloyd got across.
Also, that man off the ball, Cupido, are having the best one-on-one chat I have seen all year.
It's been on for a while, Barge. I've had a look at it too.
They were eyeballing and chinning. It was started by Cupido.
Matthew Lloyd, point blank range, kicks the goal.
In the middle glass, Eagles, can they penetrate the forward 50 this time? Gardner, the recipient.
They need to get inside 57-2, Essendon's way.
Gardner, beautiful foot skills for the...
But quickly, players converge on him, which is putting more pressure on this kick.
Distance just stretching probably for Haynes, although some chance from about 52 metres out if the connection was solid. Comes in. There's a good look at it. It's bending in the right direction. His fellow teammates like it. The confirmation there from the umpire too.
Jacobs on the boot towards the outer side. Wellman and Jakovic missed it. Bounced obligingly for Hill. Jacobs, the look-away handball. Wellman on the wing. Little chip pass. McCurry's got it now. Goes out very wide. This man can run inside the 50. McPhee decides against it. The former Docker deep to the pocket. Lloyd on the lead. Strong hands.
Matthew Lloyd.
That's the word, I think. BT. Meticulous. And very. There are two words in there. Here's Lloyd. He'll take a good kick. Hits it hard. Hits it through. Worth being meticulous. Bullen. Across half back. Spots a runner towards the outer side. Jason Johnson has it. About 80 metres from goal. McPhee is on towards the pocket. Peeling off Glass, gets up to him, pushes him in the back dive. McPhee will get the free kick. Can't be advantage, surely. The ball went out of bounds, didn't it?
It was very close to it, but the umpire made his mind up pretty quickly. I think he thought it was going to go out of bounds, so he just called it back. And let's have a look at this. It's a poor effort from Glass. I think it was, to go the free kick away.
That's a mistake.
It did stay in. I think he made up his mind, Brian, that it was going out of bounds and called it back beforehand. So, yeah, it was a blue. McPhee, tough from this angle.
Yes.
Been a good pick-up, McPhee, from the Fremantle Dockers. He was always going to be a good player. Just needed to settle, and he's done that at the Bombers.
Must be positive. All in all, it's just another kick in the ball. Here he comes. 45 metres out. Study and concentration. Tight. I think it's okay. A beauty.
This is his early part.
Hill did well. He's doing well. Kicks it towards midfield. Awkward bouncing ball. Lucas, well done. Bolton meters in the clear. He can run well inside the 50. This should be a soda. Lines up, kicks and kicks it. There's 6. Which is still a fair way off. Over 9 minutes. 37-7. Tossed in the pocket. Gardner and Bolton. Bolton, clean possession. McVeigh. Gardner not firing at the moment. Towards the outer side. Johnson missed it. Fletcher has it. Across the body. Clever kick. Jones. Cousins a chance. Well played Cousins. And again. About 70 metres from goal. Good. Got on the end.
Gets Essendon 8-4. Tackles Essendon 11-2. It's a one-way show at the moment.
Inside 50s, 13-6.
Kerr from right on the 50 after a couple of missed kicks. Kicks truly.
So the West Coast Eagles trim the margin by a goal, and it's back to 24 points. Still a good amount of time left in this first quarter, just over the 8-minute mark. Cousins, the Rioli tackle, proud decision there, Jared.
Well, you just wonder what the definition of prior opportunity is.
Rioli, perfect ball, perfect lead.
Lead in the business, Matthew Lloyd.
And he rarely misses, Lloyd. There's no elements, although if there is, he will check them by virtue of the grass.
His 4th disposal, searching for his 3rd goal of the quarter. Matthew Lloyd back into the side today for the Bombers. Distance shouldn't be a problem for this guy that can hook the ball. Look at that! The youngsters happy, the Bombers very happy. Djakovic off.
That's not much different to what happened in the middle.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Had opportunity, decided to take the tackler on. Put red hot then.
Oh, well, you put him away, no. The signals between you two up the back. Here's Kerr, 50 metres out, lines up, it's bending back, it's a goal. Out of nothing. His 2nd.
He's had 11 possessions, Daniel Kerr. 11 touches. He's playing in the middle of the ground on Dean Rioli, who has had 8. So it's a pretty fascinating duel, this one, Jared.
It's a beauty. Dean Rioli has set up a couple of goals. Kerr has kicked a couple of goals. Probably a line ball decision at the moment.
Boundary throw in deep. Eagles attacking into the ground. You see the time. Rioli picked up by Cousins. Handball there. Embley. Or was it Haynes? It was. And Haynes has goal for his 2nd of the quarter.
He's in 2 minds. Bart Johnson bounced off his head, sliding in there. Jones. Johnson in trouble. As long as he kicked, he got it with his thigh. Goes to where a punter puts it back inside the 50. Jacobs comes hard. Djakovic went down. Jones in the pocket, snaps it back. Working in front. Haynes. Solomon is there. Knocked down to Chick. Well played, Haynes. Chick finesses. 20 metres out. Under pressure. Snaps a goal. And the West Coast Eagles are right back in this.
There's a couple of efforts here, Jared, that caught my eye initially, and you can talk about Chick. That was great by Djakovic, but this one here I really enjoyed. Won't get a snap. Haynes, forward to the front, got it to the right spot.
Well, let me take over. This is one of the goals of the year. If he had taken it initially, he would have been pinged. He controlled it. Darryl Borloff's been retired a long time, but that's what he used to do on a regular basis.
We've had a couple of statements today. Not all of them have been on air. We will have them on air by the end of the day, I promise you. The Eagles are coming, ladies and gentlemen. They've kicked 4 of the last 5. The Bombers into attack. Lloyd has kicked 3 already in the game. McCurry. Jason Johnson opens him up down the middle. Shot on goal. Punda comes at him. Johnson nails it. Bombers bite back.
Pretty good response for the last 5, as Brian informed us, so that was important they get one. And this is just out of the middle, hard running by Johnson. Fletcher, I think, is his opponent. Just he's going to the contest. There he is chasing now. Fletcher went over the contest. Johnson stayed in a pretty straight line down the middle of the ground, and that's good hands from McCurry. Been pretty well held by Banfield. That's him at his creative best, though.
No, it won't be. It was too long. Hardly centimetre perfect. Judd to put it back in.
19-point advantage for the Bombers. Cousins out of his scoring range. Judd will come from the ground whereupon they're on, but the kick to Embley on the lead didn't have a great deal of impact on.
No, I'll just take a bit more follow.
I think the replay confirmed it, Dennis.
Embley. Gee, Gerard very late in support.
No, confirmed that he's losing it.
Embley comes in and nails it.
11 goals this season. Handy player. Does so much for this team. And the margin now back to 13 points. They're doing very nicely. Gardner, superb. Fletcher inside the 50. Up in front was Carroll. Spilt in front. Munro got it to Bourne. To Kerr measures the kick from 50. Will it carry? Jacobs lunges. Didn't touch it, I don't think, or did he? They come from everywhere. We've got a central umpire, goal umpire, and a boundary umpire, and then we've got a goal. And we've got one hell of a player.
That bloke there, Gerard, you could talk about the best young players going around. Well, yeah, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't forget him either. He is a super talent.
Yeah, he's in his third year, Gary, and right from the word go, he had his name written down as a superstar of the competition. I don't think he's centred the ball at goal as well as he would have liked, but that one certainly got the job done.
3 goals for Kerr and 3 goals to 1 in this second quarter for the West Coast Eagles to narrow the margin to just 7 points. It was 30 at one stage, but plays like this have resulted in the margin lessening. Solomon with a push. Chick recovers powerfully. Bucked over. Picked up. Handball comes out there. Haynes and Carroll combining to finish with the goal. They've kicked 3 in a row, the Eagles.
And tell you what they've got to sort out here, the Bombers, is the back of the centre bounce. Gardner has speared it to the back player. It was Kerr the first couple. That time I think it was Cousins. And it's resulted in just simple clearances forward. Somebody has to guard the back of Gardner.
I can also say the bouncing of the umpires has been...
Down with Jason Johnson. On his knees, Alessio out of the middle. That's better for the Bombers. Kicks inside the 50. McIntosh stifled it. Down went Lucas with his head down glass. Dragged off it. Mercury a half chance. Feeds it back Rioli. Good vision. Wonderful start.
Respect of a man that's been around for a long, long time. And he's just setting it up nicely in the middle of the ground across half forward.
He's dangerous whenever he gets the footy, and that's been the question, getting it enough.
Scott Lucas, 10 goals for this season. Make that 11.
To be careful. Place it well and found Fletcher.
Fletcher down towards half forward. That's a bit of kick. Wirapunga's got it 55 metres out. Gardner is back on the tip of the square. Goes in that direction. Okay, big fella.
This is what we call play on then, Jim.
Yeah, good point. This is a kick that I think they've been missing, that long one to Gardner in the square.
Margin, 8 points. 6 of them erased right there.
This quarter, Bullen and Cousins, he's just starting to work young Bullen over, and Bullen's getting an idea on just how hard it is to play this game.
What's that? 13 in this quarter. Kerr onto the boot. Rapunda knocks it forward, down he goes. It was a good tackle. Jason Johnson had a bounce off Wellman. Heard the voice of Solomon. Sold into trouble. Not the wisdom of Solomon. Looking across his body. I think Cousins has kicked the goal. 14 possessions in the third.
He's come off the interchange bench, Ben Cousins. He has been massive in the first 2/3 of this quarter. And he had probably about a 3 or 4 minute spell and has come back on. Solomon was his direct opponent.
Good bump.
And this is a great finish. And this is what I mean about this game. He's going to wear down blokes like Bullen, who perhaps are still finding their way. He will run this game out to the end, Ben Cousins, and that is a lovely little finish.
On how many possessions he's had, it's Florida-like proportions.
14 for the game, coming up for 10 for the quarter.
Speak it fluently. Kicks inside the 50. There is again! The big fella. Gardner. What a good mark that was.
And good coaching too from Johnny Worsfold, because Mark Bolton has been a very good player for Essendon today, running down the ground at every opportunity, taking whoever his opponent is out of position. But Gardner just taking him to the goal square in the last 5 minutes. 5th mark for the second quarter.
Going at his second goal. Kicks crawling. The Eagles pull away.
Bad bounce in the middle, Cox. The Eagles have got 9 of the last 11 goals of the game as Jason Johnson tumbles one forward. Lucas caught behind. Banfield under pressure. Did well. Reynolds, the kick to Lloyd on the lead was excellent.
It's just the pressure of the new rule, and that is Banfield. He didn't want to kick the ball out deliberately. He was a little bit concerned, and then he flummoxed it. And the turnover results in Matthew Lloyd. His first possession for the quarter.
Certainly first goal attempt for the quarter. He kicked 3 in the first quarter, and he'll line up for goal number 4 here late in the second quarter.
Take me back to the centre mans. I mean, fair dinkum. Jared.
Effie, don't count on him.
This will be the last score of the half, you would think, with just 3 tickers remaining, and clock ticking away now. So it'll be a goal after the siren to get the Bombers within 3 points if Lloyd is successful. He is. It's there. Matthew Lloyd comes with his 4th goal. What a cracking game of football we have here at the Dome. As Gerard Healy mentioned, it is the West Coast Eagles by 3 points at the major half-time break.
Loose ball picked up by Glass. Sends play back inside the centre square. Bounces down towards half-forward and Sampi to Braun. 65 metres out. Lovely kick. What a beautiful kick. Haynes, aided by the angle and the boot.
It was a great kick because I think that Danny Jacobs, yes, had taken up position probably 5 metres in front, and he's gone inside. Sorry, I was just looking at the replay.
He's got Judd on the short lead inside, Gary.
Dennis, how do you compare Judd's shooting a goal, his on-the-run shots compared to his stationaries?
Both pretty good. I'd like him from here. Quality youngster. Here's Judd. Kicks and splits the middle. Great start for the West Coast Eagles. Runs to the wing. He had one in effect. Kicks it long. Up was Lloyd. Drew 2 men though. Wide of the pocket. Chance for Solomon. Runs outside the 50. Comes to Bullen. Bullen impressive last week. 20 disposals on debut. Goes wide. McPhee's got it. He will kick from the 50.
Which was a surprise. Steve, he does spend a lot of time in set positions. That he could be the one who just becomes the link player, because they haven't got too many who are running the lines at the moment.
Well, the runner is going out to Glenn Jakovich at the moment. He's playing on Mark Bolton.
Adam McPhee, 2 goals for the season. Going at his second of the afternoon. From the 50, has it got the carry? That undoes a lot of good work by the Eagles.
Keep going. So, you've got something else, Brian, on your mind?
Sun. Tossed in. Hill. Well done. Dexterity. Throws it on the boot. Reynolds in front. Takes the mark opposed to Hum. And he's about 55 metres out. Lloyd, nobody in the hole. And it's a terrific mark.
Joel Reynolds having an immediate impact on the match. Been on the ground for a couple of minutes. Got a couple of kicks.
There's no defence for it. Don't get me started. Is that the song? I'm just trying to think back to the footy show. There's no defence for it. Is that what you were leading me into?
No, I wasn't, but you can go there if you want.
Frio Hevo. No, I understand perfectly. There's Lloyd. Should kick it from 40. Does kick it. He's got 5.
Boundary throw in. Sheedy on the phone. The instructions being issued in the last 4 minutes of play in the third quarter. Cox, the hit out. Got it off there. Davies. What was that? Bombers by 8 points.
And have a listen to this crowd The Telstra roof is being lifted by the Essendon Army. Was always going to be hit there. Cox was always going to hit the footy there. And Drew Banfield just, well, in fact, it was just good play. Make no mistake about that. James Davies, sensational goal. Tried up for the Eagles in the middle of the ground. Kerr, who was sensational in the first half, an ankle injury.
Long telling kick to half forward. Riola's in front. Got a punch from behind, son. Riola tries to knock it across the hill. Is claimed by Kerr. Kerr went uphill. The hand pass came across the Hunter to Wirapunda. A wonderful kick. And a equally wonderful mark stretching. It's Jones. 40 metres out directly in front.
And there is no money exchanging hands here on Rowan Jones, but it is a very, very important kick, this one.
Well, they need some reward, the defence and the midfield of the West Coast, for their hard work. They've seen half a dozen shots squandered away in the first 10 minutes of this quarter. Then they've been chasing backsides. They need a result.
Rowan Jones directly in front. Looks better. Is better. It's a goal. 2 points the difference again.
Keep it back off the ground for
His third term. So much more to look forward to. Was that a push in the back? Pounds the call. Lloyd's got it hard against the line in 2 minds. Kept his head, goes short. Mercury is marked inside the 50. He wants to go short. Terrible kick. Glass knocked it away from Lucas. Charging in Solomon. Back comes Glass. And they tie it up. And a ball up. Too high. Too high is the call, is it?
Free kick, Essendon, I reckon.
Wow.
That is a big call in the context of a game where free kicks have been pretty hard to win. Let's have a look at it. Mark Mercury paid the price for trying to kick while he was still going backwards. But fortunately, they get another crack at it.
Scott Lucas lining up at his third.
Just hatching the footy, he's cool.
Oh.
Kicks from the 50. And kicks Trawler. He's got 3.
Inside 50, Lucas. Mercury closing. Wirapunda did well. Read it nicely. The kick important. Over the head of Chick. Rioli closes. Chick keeps it alive. Works it forward. Brilliant play. Hill there for support. Was equally as good. Cupido needs to produce something in the last quarter. Solomon, been a valuable contributor. Bolden Lloyd to mark in the goal square.
The wing, I reckon the umpire thought long and hard about giving Daniel Chick a free kick when he had his jumper pulled back, but it's the ones they ignore that make the ones they pay that more frustrating.
5 goals won for Lloyd today to make it a 14-point lead early in the last quarter. He does not miss those. Lloyd's got 6. Bombers by 14.
Those disposals. Gardner. Essendon, though, 5 of the last 6 goals. Forster Knight did well. Bullen, 2 youngsters. Out of the middle, Rioli with the outside of the boot. And Mercury took a very good mark. Streaming inside the forward line, McPhee. He's got a couple. Winds up and puts this one through. 3 for Adam McPhee.
Back into this game. Solomon. Chick was held. Hill. Gained about 15, went very high, McPhee under it. Lucas, Mercury steps in. The old campaigner, the evasive skills pretty. Kick out wide, McGrath will attempt to chase it down unselfishly. Back to McPhee. Kick the goal moments ago to make it 20 points the difference. Kerr did well, dropped it in the end. Certainly didn't handball it, certainly didn't kick it. But McPhee says, well, I will. In fact, I will kick my 4th in second of the quarter, and the Bombers will now lead by 27.
Just unbelievable pressure, Gary, from the very first quarter, very first minute of the game. This was a Bomber outfit that I think their whole strategy was to tackle, undermine the confidence of the running machine. Should have been a free kick, you would think.
Oh,
it wasn't. But the pressure has finally brought the result.
How was it not holding the ball? What's happened?
The umpire was right there. They're late in the
Across
last
the body, Howell had bounced. Ricochets off Wirrapunda. Green kept it in front. Cousins back to his own goal. Did pretty well. Wirrapunda on the burst. Still ample time. Goes to half forward. Gardner's got it. They're running hard alongside the Eagles. Gardner takes on Wellman. Dishes now to Fletcher. Question of accuracy. Terrible kick. Embley somehow got it to Munro. And he kicks a belated goal. Eagles have got their 14th. Over the top, McPhee, running out of space, Braun, tries to come back to Hunter, down towards the attacking 50, he's finessing, McGrath overran it, oh, great desperation, Munro, here he is, big of the devil, Judd, centering kick, that's better, Embley's got it.
As they all are in the last quarter, but if they're going to win, you expect he'd have to kick this.
If he kicks this, it's going to be a barnstorming finish, don't worry about that, the Eagles are coming. Embley, huge kick, 40 metres out, lights it off the boat. Stand by. He's got his second. Kick, Bolton worked in front, could have almost got a free kick. Haynes is in there, flips it over the top. Up went Sampi, knocked away. Johnson, Jacobs, bounced it out of defence. Coming across on the angle is Carroll. Wells couldn't quite rope him in. Hand passes to Munro, a couple of short ones on. Well, you duck this man in. Wirrapunda, clock down to about 4.5. David Wirrapunda. This is a game that deserves a big finish. Wirrapunda steps to the 50. Punishing kick. What a wonderful kick.
Matches lived up to the billing.
Fletcher, Cousins is running. Got in trouble. Is that holding the ball? Yes.
And the Bombers' pressure from the very minute to the very last second has been the difference. They've just been 10% more fanatical than the West Coast, and it's told.
Yeah, absolutely. Just didn't realise that Cupido was running from behind, and it's the whole theme of this game, I think you'll find, without knowing, from Essendon has been let's attack the body, hit hard, tackle in from start to finish. And, well, Damien Cupido, he hasn't set the scene in that area, let's be honest, but he's got with the program in the dying moments here, and he could just kill the match.
Didn't Mark Harvey call it a physical barrage at quarter time? Lost it a bit in the second quarter, but they've found it in bucket loads in the second half.
Just to end it, Cupido steps in. He's the man for the moment. What a win for the Bombers. He's been a dasher, an emerging player, comes away, great disposal. Bolton, who was so good early, gets the hand pass to McVeigh. You can see the confidence on the rise. Missed down there by Hill. Cupido, as cool as you like, almost in sunglasses, turns around and kicks a goal. Celebrates.
Made a bit of a habit, Damien Cupido, of kicking late goals late in the last quarter. He's had a very quiet day. Could have given this off once or twice, but he's that sort of player, Jared, that he's got enormous confidence. He's going to back himself in. He will frustrate these Essendon supporters, but equally he will delight them.
Yeah, I reckon he's a beauty, Gary. I think he's still developing. He's still getting his confidence. Not your fair finals player.
Damien Cupido with 2 late goals to clinch the game for the Bombers. Not so much the last one, but the one before was the decider.
All the Bomber players in the back line, bar Lloyd.
It's all over here at the Dome. The Bombers, Lucas centering ball.